Hey Gemini, how are you? This is Janine from Soul's Journey Tarot, and I'm going to be doing the weekly reading for you from the 4th of November to the 9th of November. If you like this, please like, share, and subscribe. And you can get readings by me at janine2@gmail.com. It is JANINETWO@gmail.com. And you can book a private reading with me, and I do 3 card spread readings, and then I also do a full spread reading where you can check me out also on my Facebook page, which is Soul's Journey South Africa. All right, Gemini, let us begin. Let's see what Spirit has to tell you. I have already meditated over the cards, and I've laid the first spread out. And in your recent past, you have the Seven of Swords. And I like the way that this card is depicted because it's kind of got this fox, and he's got this one eye open, but he's also laying on a sword. And this is the Wild Unknown Tarot, which is, I love this deck. I use that as well as Egyptian Tarot and Power, Archangel Power Tarot cards, all right? Now, in your recent past, I can see how I depict it is that, you've kind of have your one eye open, your one eye closed. I can see that there's been some betrayal, hurt. There may have been some lies or conflict in whatever area this pertains to in your life. I mean, take what resonates with you. What doesn't resonate with you, just chuck it. It's not your reading. Don't force it, okay? I can see that you've been trying very hard to manifest something, but somebody in your environment kind of gets all of the recognition. I can see that no matter how hard you've tried, there's been a lot of backstabbing and gossiping. People have been gossiping about you and spreading some things that's not really true about you. And it's like spreading like wildfire, and no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try to achieve your goals or manifest something in your life, there's some people in your environment that is you know gossipers. They like to talk smack about people even though they don't know the full story. And I think that this is maybe affecting you in some way. So you on guard, you know that it's happening around you, but I'm not sure if you know exactly who it is yet. But I think you may have a feeling like that this person, what they're up to. I think you got like this bit of a feeling of who it might be, but you don't have the proof yet. So I think that you are keeping your cards close to your heart now. You're more guarded. And I think you've been hurt as well. And I think, if this is in a love relationship, I think that you've been hurt and you've kind of been pulled through the runner. And while you still love this person, I think you got your eye on them. Like, you don't want to give yourself completely to them anymore. You're kind of holding a little bit of you back, and you're watching them to see what they're going to do, how they're going to react around you. What is their next move? What do they say? How do they treat you? Because I think every time that you do give yourself fully to this person, then they kind of end up disappointing you. And I think that even they may have betrayed you, if it is in a love relationship. If it's not cheating, it can be, but if it's not cheating, I think that they've betrayed your trust in some way. I think that there's been some lies and misconceptions of, when you guys met, then he or she portrayed this image for you, but down the line you actually get to see who this person really is. And I think that you're on guard as well. You're protecting your heart as well. So take it as it resonates to you in the work environment or in love and relationships. You will know as it resonates with you. In your future, you have the Two of Pentacles. Not your future, I'm sorry. In your present situation, you have the Two of Pentacles. So I see you trying to find the balance in life. I see you trying to balance your emotions out. I see you trying to balance work, life, love, children. I think you've been very busy trying to manifest, but you've just been hitting, like getting roadblocks. And I think that you actually are taking some time out for yourself a little bit, and really thinking over things a bit. Definitely with you that have, like, you're on guard. I think that you are trying to see which way you're going to move forward from here on out, because you know that the situation is not serving you. So I think that you're trying to, you don't want to rush into anything yet. I think that you, I'm feeling that you're just trying to find your balance, and in all areas of your life, because I really think you've been pulled through the runner in Gemini. And in your near future, we have the Ten of Swords. Now, if you look at this card, this guy's got a sword in his eye, in his head, in his back, and it is a goat. It looks like a goat for me. So I think that you've been dealing with a really toxic situation. People around you have been toxic, but it is the dawn of a new day. I mean, nobody likes to be hurt so badly, and I do think with the betrayal that you experienced in the past, and you realizing what is happening around you, I think that it maybe would have thrown you off balance, and that is why you are currently trying to find your balance right now. And I think that you don't know which way to go anymore. You don't even know how to move forward, but Spirit is saying that it is a dawn of a new day, and you have the Ten of Swords, so that cycle is over now. And in this card, I've actually never seen it like this before, but if you look at the goat, well, I think it's a goat, right? If you look at him, he's got the sword in his eye, but he's kind of staring directly at you. So I think that Spirit is saying, you've met these challenges head on, and it's been extremely painful for you, Gemini. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually getting goosebumps right now. I think it's been extremely painful for you, Gemini, but it is the end of a cycle. And after this pain, you will be able to balance yourself out again and move forward. And the challenge that you have is actually, when I was meditating over your cards, I got the word letting go, letting go. And then as I shuffled, the devil came out, which is actually awesome. So it just resonates with what Spirit was busy telling me, is that Gemini, there's something that you need to let go of. This may be a toxic relationship. Where I feel that somebody has been very insensitive to you. There has been lies, deceit, and betrayal. This can be cheating, or it can be in a other area, like extreme substance abuse, or physical or emotional abuse, or just lies in general. And I think that you finding it very difficult to let go, and because I think you thought that this is your soul attraction. When you met, like I said before, when you met this person, you thought, oh my gosh, this is the way forward. He or she is my shining knight in armor. But it actually turns out that you were dancing with the devil, all right? Or in fact, you were sleeping with the devil. And I think that this has caused you this great amount of pain, because with the Ten of Swords, it's not something that has happened today and gone tomorrow. I think that this has been an ongoing process for you, and you've really been, I can feel you actually, you don't know where to go from here, because with this ties to this person, it can be that you have ties financially. You don't know if you leave where you're going to get the finances, or it can be children, or it can be emotional ties or sexual ties that is binding you two together. But this is a the challenge is actually letting go. And if it is not in a love relationship, then I think that it is your working environment where you've been trying your best to manifest, to move up on the ladder, or to, do your own business, but there's something going on behind the scenes. And I think that there's been a lot of people talking nonsense about you, Gemini. Um, and this has eventually caused you, I think, that you may be giving up on the situation. You see it now, I think, because you're trying to find your balance in the present situation. So I think you actually realize that this situation is not serving you. But with the challenge being the devil, I think it may be that you don't want to release the stability that the work gives you, because I think that this is something that you've been working on, or in a place where you've been working for many years. It can be up to 7 to 10 years where you've been working for this place, and or trying to do your own business. And I think you're getting the clarity now that no matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you study, no matter how hard you try to do something, there's a lot of backstabbing going on. And while you getting peanuts, you're barely getting the finances that you actually deserve for the qualifications that you have. So I think it is also the challenge is you letting go of the job, because I think that there's some fear surrounding that. What are you going to do? Um, so yeah, but Spirit is telling you to have balance. Once again, find some balance in your life. If you look at this is he's trying to protect the fire and the water. He's trying to moderate it. So I think that you should try not to be all up in your head, and don't let your emotions, don't be impulsive. Geminis, you're very impulsive people. I'm a Gemini, so I know if I'm feeling something so strong, I do it, and then I always like, damn, did I just do that? Did I just say that? So Spirit is asking you to just balance yourself out a little bit, because there is a new offer coming in for you, especially with you went from the Seven of Swords to the Ten of Swords, so that cycle has ended. And I see a new offer coming in for you. Now, if this is in a love relationship, then perhaps your current partner is offering you the stability or an apology. I think he may be offering, I say he, but it's no, not gender specific, please. I think that they're going to be offering you an apology, and Spirit is asking you to focus on it, but don't make any impulsive decisions. If you want to leave your partner, by all means, you have free will. But I think in this week, this may not be the time, because I think that while you are trying to find your balance, you haven't yet found that balance yet, Gemini. And just make sure before you make a concrete decision, all right? Because there's always other people being influenced. I mean, it may be children or finances in itself. And if this is in a working environment, I think that you're going to be getting an offer, or a promotion, or your boss or somebody's going to see what's actually been happening to you. Somebody's going to speak up for you. Somebody's going to come in and protect you and say, but you know what? Gemini's been working their butts off. Just have a look and see this. Or the epiphany is going to come to them, your boss, or your other colleagues as well, at how good you've actually been working, and that somebody's actually been trying to sabotage your work, Gemini. Or it can be that you are making a decision, because here's a two and you have the Two of Cups. So maybe you're going to be making a decision to follow your heart, leave the work environment that is no longer serving you, and you're going to follow your heart, something that you're very passionate about. And this is a new beginning, because you have the Ace of Cups. So I think when you start this new journey, maybe you are just making the ideas now, you're planting the seeds, or maybe you have already started up a sideline business. I think that you're really gonna you're following your heart, so it's gonna bring you your emotional abundance. And when you follow your heart, you follow your true path. It doesn't help you stay in a job where you're unhappy and you getting sabotaged, and it's like that group of people that you're with, you're just not vibing with them anymore. And I think that whatever you're beginning now, if it is if you're getting a promotion, or you are getting starting your sideline business, I think that it is your destiny. whatever it is that you want to do. And I think when you start this up, there may even be people like, whoa, Gemini has gone like completely crazy. This is what they studied for. This is what they've been working for all these years. Now they're going out there and doing something completely different. They're mad. But I think with you following your own true self and what your calling is in life, you're really going to get the abundance that you need. It's going to bring you emotional abundance. It's going to bring you freedom, and it's a new financial start for you. So I do think that that's very good for you, Gemini. I think you've just had enough of being pulled through the runner. I'm actually getting this sensation of I want to cry now. So I think that a lot of you have been crying over your situation. It's being very painful for you. Okay, yes, I'm getting emotional now. I can see that you've given your all, like a Gemini does. You've given your all, but it just hasn't worked out for you, Gemini. And I think it's because Spirit is saying that you need to let go of what is no longer serving you, because you've grown. And if this is in a love situation, you can be getting a new offer of love, or it can be that your current partner, like I said, is going to be offering you an apology, and you're really going to get this emotional fulfillment. You're really going to be filled with these happy feelings. But in the same sense, I'm also getting that you're still very, very hurt. So in one hand, you're going to be feeling really, really happy, and you're going to remember those sparks that brought you together. But in the other sense, you're going to still be feeling quite hurt by what he or she did to you. So I think there's a decision that you're going to be making about that. You're weighing up your options, but first you need to find your balance, right? And in your overall energy, you have the Star. This is great because this is Spirit saying that now is the time for you to go on your path. You will know, Gemini, you're going to know what you need to do about this relationship or working environment. I think you already know, but I think you're still trying to, you're dealing with head over heart situations here. But the universe is telling you that you are divinely guided, and I'm hearing growing pains, to grow spiritually, to grow in life, to find your path in life. It's quite painful. I'm not going to say that it's easy, but yeah, it is going to get better. And Spirit wants you to know that when it's kind of like when I look at the stars, like and I don't mean to take this in a religious concept, but the wise men followed the star, right? And I think that this is them. They didn't know where they were going. They didn't really have the direction. They just had the direction of the stars. And I think that this is where you currently are now. You don't really know where to go. You don't really know what to do. But when you follow your heart, when you follow what your calling is, what you can't forget about, then I think that Spirit is leading you into the path where you really need to go. And as your overall energy, we do have the Two of Wands, and this is all about decisions. And I can see this here. I mean, you have Two of Pentacles, you have the Two of Cups, and you have the Two of Wands. So this is finding your balance. This is balancing your emotions, your head over heart. This is balancing your work and your love environment. This is all about making decisions as well. What is going to make you financially happy? What is going to bring you happiness in your romance? And it also came out with the Son of Pentacles. And with the Son of Pentacles, I see hard work. I see what you're going to really, whatever you choose to do, you're going to just throw yourself into the situation. And I think you're going to, Spirit is asking you to have patience as well. Be creative, find who you truly are, and then have patience with the process. All right. And I'm just going to shuffle out for you some Archangel Power tarot cards and see what is the messages for you today. Oh yes, at the bottom of the deck, sorry, I almost forgot about that, we have the Hanged Man. And with the Hanged Man, Spirit is asking you to just change. You need to go within yourself to get a better perspective of what is going on with you right now. And sometimes the course that we think, no way, it can't be for us, yeah, it actually is. Spirit is saying be open to the opportunities that's coming your way now. Be open to the calling that is in your heart. Oh my gosh, these cards are so big for my hands. Do you all struggle to shuffle with these cards? I do. I find them very big for my hands. But yeah, Gemini, I really think that, I won't say that it's time to relax now, but I think that now you need to take a few days just to really think over what it is that you want to do, where it is that you want to go in life, moving forward. And I think that the people who's been talking smack about you, yeah, I think they're going to be found out, all right? You can never keep a secret, really. Secrets always has a way of coming out, okay, Jim? Alrighty, so the two cards that came out for you is Six of Raphael. Embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. Isn't that fantastic? So yes, with this card, I'm seeing like I mentioned, there may be a possibility for a few of you where you're getting back together with somebody who really broke your heart and was a difficult cycle. It could be somebody from your past that is coming back into your life now. Somebody who you knew when you were children. You may have dated many people, but you kind of have the same. Yeah, you just knew each other way, way, way back, right? And it may even be in past lives as well. But I think that Spirit is also asking you to embrace your inner child. When it comes to work environment, if I can say it like that when you are a child, then you always play around and you dream, you play doctor, or you play nurse, or you play a painter or journalist. And that is when you're a child, you are so innocent, and that can be your true calling. But then life happens to us, and we have to go to school, and we must pay bills and everything. You never really come on the path. So Spirit is asking you to find your inner child again. And the next card that came out is the Two of Raphael, and that is actually mingling in with the Two of Cups, where it says two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful, kindred spirits. Don't give up on those that you love. So there's definitely a decision that you need to make, Gemini. And I think that on one hand, something makes your heart flutter on, but on the other hand, you're quite scared because you've been pulled through the runner in the past and you've really gotten hurt. So, yes, I think that this is actually a good week for you, Gemini. I think that there's a lot of soul searching and new beginnings that's coming up for you. And I think that you already know which way it is that you need to go from here on out. So I'm sending you my best wishes, Gemini. And if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much and keep well. Bye.